Yeah, time to separate the men from the pets. We'll get to the Lions and the Ravens and some of those other teams a little later. But right now, let's talk about some of the big things happening in the NFL. We'll get excited. You excited? You excited?
Don't touch me.
Greg Hardy. And I'll just say this about Greg Hardy. If everybody gets on their blog or their television show and they're like, can you believe what Greg Hardy did? Yes. Yes. I can believe what Greg Hardy did. This is exactly the guy that you got from Carolina, that you got off the commissioner's exempt list. This is not a nice guy. And now he's on the sideline, pushing his own teammates, doing not so nice things, and we're surprised about this? Are you shitting me? Come on. This is exactly who they decided to bring onto their team, Jay. And he's living up to what they thought he would be.
If you are looking at him from a real-world perspective, he's probably a bad dude.
Yes.
You know, one of those guys that he's constantly in trouble, and when the season's not going on, when his career's over, you just kind of fear that he's going to be part of this kind of whatever lifestyle that's just not. But,
yes.
You know, he shouldn't be in the NFL, period. Okay, when you're convicted of a crime, and the appeal was kind of sketchy because the woman allegedly just kind of disappeared before it and ended it all. Okay, so I understand that the NFL can only do so much, okay?
Sure.
I hate how the NFL is trying to legislate everything and everyone when really they should let the courts determine it, that kind of thing. That said, okay, you can't touch a coach, you can't hit a clipboard, but these are not like offenses where you should be banished forever.
Right.
You should be suspended one game for touching a coach. Yelling at another player during the heat of the moment, I don't really get too concerned with that. That stuff happens. Yeah, I did laugh at Troy Aikman on Sunday during the Fox broadcast, kind of make fun of Des Bryant. Dude, you got a foot injury,
right?
That you're hoping to play next week. You should not be chasing players, yelling at other players down the sideline. Worry about your own self, basically. So it was one of those things where if this was the Houston Texans and not, and I know we're going to talk about Ryan Mallett.
Yes.
Ryan Mallett potentially going to Dallas is something potentially you could ask. But like, if this were the Houston Texans, no one would care. But since it's the big bad Dallas Cowboys, America's team, we're making out to be more than something it is. It's big, but I don't know if it's beyond one news cycle big.
No, I think Jerry Jones is sort of taking the opposite route, which...
Well, he's an enabler, okay?
Like, he is an enabler.
But this is
but
what,
he's
this
also
is what
a showman.
enablers do. This is what enablers do, okay? Whether we're talking about sports or in life in general, this is what enablers do, okay?
But there's a sort of showmanship. This is a guy that hogs the spotlight all the time, talking about Jerry Jones, and now he's just like, yeah, he's a leader. He's getting fired.
Well,
he's got the respect of his teammates.
See, this is where you get caught up in what people say. I'm a writer, and I print what people write, but at the same time, I don't get caught up in it. He also said that Brandon Wheaton throws one of the most beautiful balls he's ever seen. And Fox, the people at Fox, NFL Fox, even put Troy Aikman on the spot, saying, is he maybe talking about you, Troy? Maybe better than anything you've ever thrown? And like, no one's going to dispute who the better quarterback is in the history of the world, Troy Aikman or Brandon Wheaton. You know, Jeff George threw a remarkably beautiful ball too, and that didn't really get him anywhere either. So I don't really care. None of this stuff really matters. It's just talk from owners who realize that their 2-0 team is now a 2-4 sinking ship. And I don't even know if this is something Des Bryant and Tony Romo coming back can help. And let's be honest. Tony Romo, everyone says he's coming back early from that broken clavicle.
Right.
Once you break your clavicle, you're screwed. You are more susceptible to breaking it again. So coming back early will not help your cause in the long run at all.
Double clavicle. No, don't get me wrong. I can read between the lines. I just love. It's like you have like a drunk wife or a drunk family member at a party, and you're just like, we're just having a good time. We love that person.
Yeah,
those ridiculous things.
I enjoy Jerry Jones. The NFL is a better place with him, but I don't know if the Cowboys are any better because of him.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. And Stephen Jones really is the one who's put that team together and the reason they're having that success.
I don't know how to answer that. Okay.
Well, moving on.